Have you ever been on holiday and had such an amazing time? And you've stopped to wonder, like, how did it all come together? The resort was amazing, the staff were awesome, the food was fabulous. Well, I've got a sneaky suspicion that behind all of that was an awesome general manager. I'm Stephanie Brown, and I'm a recruiter currently based in Bermuda. And today we're going to share my screen with an experienced hospitality general manager. Welcome, Alan Walker. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy day to share my screen today.
Seth, thank you for the opportunity. I look forward to chatting with you.
Fantastic. So, as I mentioned, you're very experienced, over 20 years of managing various different properties on the island. Can you explain to us sort of what does a general manager do?
Well, a general manager, first of all, is a leader. Um, However, over the years, looking at my career path, I've kind of positioned myself over the years, 20 plus years, in regards to putting myself in a position to become a general manager. I first started off, when I came back from the States. Years ago, I decided to get involved in the hospitality industry. So I bought a taxi, which I enjoyed at the moment. I still do own it, and I utilized that time to make money, and also to help position me. Because after a while, I got kind of I felt I needed more to be more challenged, more stimulated, and then I decided that it's a great opportunity being a lover of sports, that how can I get in some sort of environment that will be conducive to my career path. So I decided that I wanted to get into sports management, in which I did. I took training classes, certification for that, and also I started off in hospitality at St. George Golf Course, which was a great start for my career path. And it's kind of over the 20 plus years is I've progressed where I'm at, where I'm today, which I'm very thankful for the opportunities that I've had over the years.
Fantastic. Well, wow, you've given a lot of information there about how it kind of all happened. But yeah, am not sure where to start. I mean, so general manager now, like you say, you've grown. It's been a career being in hospitality that has afforded you amazing opportunities. You've grown with it up to the point now where you're a GM. So can you talk to us kind of maybe what a typical day would look like for a GM?
So in the hospitality, currently I'm at a residence club, and we start off every day. It's of course it's an operational meeting where all our team get together and associates, and we discuss what's happening for the day, and the team will then go about their daily activities. Once on the instructions, things we may need to pay attention to that may require additional attention for our guests. So therefore, they are set with the tools that they need for the day to be, to go about doing their daily tasks. Outside of that, as a general manager, there's more to just, yes, operation is key, but there are so many other different facets of our operation that we need to be have our hands on. It could be, as an example, it could be landscaping, it could be IT, it could be accounting, it could be food and beverage. So our day is surrounded by not just in our housekeeping, but as a general manager in the hospitality, it's so many different facets of the operation that we need to be aware of on a day-to-day basis.
So it sounds like obviously unless you've got a cape hung up in the background there and you're Superman, you can't do all that. So you have to have obviously the right team in place to make it all amazing.
Team is very important, but it also requires at times getting your hands dirty. As an example, we at some of my past experiences, where let's say a pot washer may have been called out sick, and the kitchen, as we say, it's on fire. They need hands, and there are plenty times that I've gone and washed dishes. I've gone and washed pots to be able to assist the team to get through the evening. So at times it's not just sitting at the desk and giving instructions or listening to your team, but at times it does require those times where you're able to get in and get dirty. And I'm sure that the team, especially the leaders of those departments, enjoyed when they see a general manager being able to get dirty and assist them, helping to put out the fire. So it is rewarding at the end of the day.
Yeah, and I think that is so important to lead by example, isn't it? And I think that is really the attributes of a really good leader, like, not asking anyone to do anything that you wouldn't yourself. So that's fantastic to hear that that's your style as well.
It is my style, and and everyone's different. Everyone has their own different style, but that is mine. And in regards to, and that kind of leads back to my career path in regards to taking on positions or taking opportunities whereby it's led me to go into certain areas and learn from hands-on. So, for example, if I knew I wanted, at the end of the day, my career path was to be a leader, but if I knew that, being realistic, that I lacked in certain skill sets, I put myself in positions whereby it gave me opportunity to learn those skills, so that I'm able to grow, and it's positioned me in positions whereby those skills now are required, and I've been able to have a general idea, and also knowing the operation. It's led to my career path, in which I'm very fortunate and lucky to be able to have opportunities that I've had. Not that I mean lucky that I haven't earned it, but I have put the time in to be able to put myself in the position to have an opportunity.
Yeah, yeah. Well, it's definitely an interesting path that you've taken from sort of, getting the taxi and then the sports side and then the first job as such. So along the way then, have you took any courses or specific qualifications in for this hospitality profession?
Yeah, so when I started off at St. George Golf Course, again, I love the idea or the concept of private golf courses, private clubs. So I invested in the Club Managers Association, which provides the backdrop for learning, for development, and I've taken all the courses. Only thing I haven't done that I regret, but there's still time, to get certified, to be a certified country club manager. That's something that I want to get, but I'm still got time. But that was a great foundation in regards to teaching you certain facets of the private club industry. But being Bermuda only has a few private clubs, I've had the opportunity to work at some of those private clubs and to be able to utilize those skills in certain positions, and also to learn skills, which again, like I mentioned earlier, which has led me to where I'm at today. So I am very blessed, to be able to have those opportunities.
Yeah, well, it's fantastic to know that there are those resources out there, those trainings. Was that an organization that's outside of Bermuda, Alan?
That is outside of Bermuda. However, they are international. They do have a branch in Europe, and of course, the one that I'm a member of is in the United States. And there are a few. I mean, we've had past general managers in Bermuda that I know of back then that that came from Club Managers
Yeah,
Association.
yeah.
So it is a great sort of association that provides you a great resource of training. Had the opportunity to travel abroad, get training, had the opportunity to visit certain places. Also, you mentioned earlier in your kind of introduction in regards to traveling. And, one thing Bermudians love to do is travel. So every time that we've traveled, we always, even though it was a vacation, we use those as a learning opportunity, because you're going to host hotel rooms, you look at their standards, what can you, excuse my language, what can you steal from them, what can you, implement. So those are all sorts of opportunities when you travel, to take advantage of what everyone's doing, to be able to, you're the judge then, because you are the guest, and how can you then take that experience. And I'll give you an example. I went to one hotel years ago, and I can tell you now, when I fold towels in my house, I would fold it that unique way, because that's what I liked, right? So those are experiences from a hotel, being on vacation, that you can take away and kind of apply.
Yeah, I think that's such an in there's a few points I wanted to mention there. That's such an interesting though. In the profession that you've got, it's like, yeah, you can do it on the personal, you can learn from your holidays and then apply that at work. And then you mentioned, taken away a few tips and stuff. I think we've all, hand on heart, taken things from hotels in the past, maybe the extra soap or whatever and stuff. So that definitely made me giggle. I was like, I can see Alan in his bathrobes. He's got five of them from different resorts. I think we've
Well,
all,
maybe not
no.
bathrobes, but especially those nice amenities. And to be honest with you, using that as an example, during my career path, I've used some of those. I've been able to implement some of those sort of amenities in organizations that I've been a part of, where just by traveling, oh, that's very nice, a nice amenity line. I think, so at present where I'm at now, we are changing our line to a line that, that I do like. So
Yeah.
that's from traveling.
Yeah, awesome, awesome. So let's finish up our video, and if you can share with the listeners, Alan, what is it you love most about being a general manager?
Well, the, I love a challenge. That to me, that is the best part of the day is a challenge to be stimulated. So for me, as a general manager, every day is a different day. We are looking at departments that, let's say, how can we do things better? So we are analyzing our operations. We are identifying areas of improvement. So each day we're looking, one, how can we improve? Two, or are we being consistent? When you're dealing with humans, we have good days, we have bad days. So it's important that from a general manager, that one, we continue to be able to provide and meet those expectations to all the guests that we encounter that are coming, that are paying for that vacation. In return, our job is to facilitate that by providing them a great experience. That pretty much is an end result of meeting expectations. So it's not just sitting behind the desk and typing or doing it involves getting your hands dirty, and at the end of the day meeting those expectations. That's what I love most about my day to day.
Yeah, celebrating the wins and then learning from where we can do better.
Exactly. And one thing, I mean, you just mentioned that is, most times we do not take feedback well. But feedback is, I encourage all our guests or our owners to provide that feedback, because feedback, whether it's negative, that is the opportunity to seize those opportunities for those negative comments and to do better. So
Yeah.
if you have someone, our guest telling us everything is great, then we're going to maintain that standard, but to take the areas that we need to improve on and to get that constructive feedback. To me, I value that. And that's part of our growth in the industry, is how we can do better. So that's what I love at the end of the day of where I'm at. And hopefully, I'm able to continue to lead the team, recognize the team for their strengths and weaknesses, that, as a team, we will be one as a whole. So that's what
Yeah.
I enjoy the most.
I think this is so made for you, because I think you could just go on and on about all the things that you love. So it's been absolutely fantastic to learn more about what you do, Alan, today. So thank you so much for taking the time out of your schedule.
Steph, thank you for allowing me to, as I can use the word, allowing me to chat with you. Hospitality is key industry, and we do hope that we get a lot of young Bermudians, young adults that will love to get into this industry. Especially with the pandemic now, closing. Hopefully, we'll see a lot more Bermudians in the hospitality industry.
Well, fingers crossed for sure.
Yes, definitely. Fingers crossed. Thank you.
Thank you. So, if you've enjoyed listening to Alan Walker today talk about general management in the hospitality industry, then please go ahead and share within your networks. And together, hopefully, we can help raise the awareness of the Bermuda employment opportunities. Thank you.